Welcome to today's episode, where we delve into one of the most pressing and complex issues facing the international community: the ongoing conflict in Gaza. This story has captured global attention, not just for the immediate humanitarian crisis it represents, but for its broader implications on regional stability and international diplomacy. The situation in Gaza is a vivid reminder of how interconnected our world has become, where political decisions made in one corner of the globe can ripple across continents, affecting millions of lives and shaping the course of international relations. At the heart of this conflict is an urgent humanitarian crisis. The population of Gaza is facing severe shortages of essential supplies such as food, medicine, and fuel. The images and stories coming out of the region are harrowing, highlighting the dire need for increased humanitarian access and a cessation of hostilities. The international community is under immense pressure to find a solution that can alleviate the suffering and pave the way for a more stable future. However, this is not just a humanitarian issue, it is also a complex diplomatic challenge. The renewed efforts to broker a ceasefire are a test of international diplomacy and alliance management. Governments around the world are trying to balance their strategic interests with domestic political pressures and international legal obligations. The ceasefire talks represent a delicate dance of negotiations that require not only skillful diplomacy, but also a willingness to compromise and find common ground. The backdrop to this conflict is a history of repeated cycles of escalation and failed attempts at peace. These cycles have bred deep distrust between the principal parties and their supporters. The demands over issues such as hostages, security guarantees, and post-war governance add layers of complexity to an already intricate situation. These elements make any attempt at a ceasefire fragile and difficult to sustain. Yet, they also underscore the importance of finding a resolution, as continued fighting only deepens divisions and exacerbates the humanitarian crisis. The implications of the conflict are far-reaching. A successful ceasefire could bring much-needed relief to civilians, improve aid access, and open the door for more substantive negotiations about the long-term political future of the region. Such a breakthrough would not only ease human suffering, but could also stabilize the region and potentially reset the dynamics of Middle Eastern politics. On the other hand, a failure to achieve a ceasefire would likely lead to prolonged conflict, worsening the humanitarian emergency and potentially drawing in more regional players, thereby increasing tensions and instability. This conflict is particularly significant for the international community because it lies at the intersection of war, diplomacy, and global governance. It is a test of the international system's ability to respond to crises that have both immediate and long-term consequences. The stakes are high, not only for those directly involved, but for the international order as a whole. The ability, or inability, of international institutions to effectively address the situation in Gaza could set a precedent for how similar conflicts are managed in the future. As we consider the complexities of this situation, it's crucial to recognize that it is not just a story about a distant conflict. It is a reflection of the challenges we face in an increasingly interconnected world. It poses critical questions about the role of diplomacy, the responsibility of the international community to protect civilians, and the ways in which global governance structures can adapt to meet contemporary challenges. As we draw this discussion to a close, we are reminded that the story of Gaza is not just a headline, it is a human story, filled with the hopes and fears of millions. It is a story that demands our attention, compassion, and action. The unfolding events will not only shape the future of the region, but will also test the resolve and effectiveness of the global community. Let us hope that this moment serves as a catalyst for positive change, fostering dialogue and cooperation rather than division and conflict. Thank you for joining us today. We will continue to monitor the situation closely and provide updates as they develop. Until next time, stay informed and engaged, as understanding these complex issues is a step toward building a more peaceful and just world.